Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well, and thank you for tuning into Moose Motion. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed the content, comment below what you think of the project, share with your friends, and perhaps consider subscribing if you're new. Anyway, let's dive into this clay car project. During this video, we're going to start where we said we would start off last time. If you haven't seen the rest of the series, I suggest you go check that out. Links are available in the post description, seeing how we're nearing the end of this project at this point. Anyway, we're adding in the headers, which is basically what we were going to take care of last time, before we start doing some major bodywork on this little clay car project. Anyway, what that basically entitles is what we're going to basically be doing is adding my personal favorite type of clay, which is, well, plasticine, because I've been working with it for pretty much my entire life at this point. If I was to take an estimation as to how long my experience with clay would be, it would be about 25 plus years at this point. Now, with plasticine, it is a little bit difficult to work with. Unfortunately, essentially, it does never dry like the oven baked stuff, which is both a good and a bad thing depending on the situation. For this type of stuff, I mean, for a car, it's maybe not the best, but for future animation purposes, if you haven't perhaps seen my latest one, the drag race, be sure to check that out as well, because basically the reason for them being plasticine is that way I'm able to do damage during race and stuff like that, which is a little unfortunate because a lot of these cars take about 150 hours approximately to essentially make work. It's definitely a lot of work making all the little mechanical components work, like the wheels spinning as well as turning, and then making sure your engine has enough clearance to do some idling around as well. Then, of course, making everything come to life at that point, which basically means a lot of sound editing as well as a lot of pictures. Obviously, you're generally in the thousands, so it's definitely a lot of work, but it's definitely a lot of fun seeing my little clay creations come to life. Anyway, we're going to be using the pasta roller quite a bit during this episode as well to kind of help make sure that our plasticine layers stay nice and even, so that way it basically saves a lot of time on having to try and shave things down, which is what I have done in the past with the rake. It's doable, but it definitely is a lot more time consuming, and the machine definitely does save you some time. Although you're going to want to make sure if you're doing different colors, you're definitely cleaning it in between that, because otherwise it's going to leave little stains. Well, not little, at that point big ones. You're pretty much always going to have small stains, unfortunately, unless you decide to take the entire thing apart. But it definitely does save you a lot of time in the cleaning process as opposed to using a rake. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, be sure you let me know by hitting the thumbs up button, or perhaps leaving a kind word in the comments below, as well as keep your eyes peeled for Milton the Moose. If you timestamp correctly when he shows up in the video, you will get your comment pinned at the top of the comment section. Good luck, dear viewers, and I'll give you a slight hint. If you're already this far in the video, you've probably already missed him, so perhaps rewind back a few minutes or so, you might be able to catch him. Anyway, that's enough for me for now. I hope to see you at the end of the video, and we'll be going over what we'll be doing next week, which possibly might be the final episode in this series, because we are definitely drawing to an end. Because, well, I'm doing the voiceover kind of obviously after the video's been edited, so I already know how far I am, but that will be for you to find out towards the end of the video, so be sure you have your post notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my weekly uploads. Anyway, your support is definitely highly appreciated. You're the reason I keep working very hard, so thank you very much to my dear subscribers. Anyway, I hope to see you towards the end of the video. Hello again, and thank you for sticking around to the very end of the video. So that's going to wrap this video up for now. At this point, we've pretty much got the first layer of plasticine down, which is, well, clearly in some areas, and others it's not. The reason for that being is basically so that way, while I'm adding the next few layers, I have places to put my hands without having to worry about working backwards and causing damage to the previously worked on spots, because you don't want to overwork your sculpture and then have to basically rework it, because, well, that takes a lot longer. As you can see, the hood is now fitting quite a bit nicer at this point. We got no big gaps. It sits in there quite nice and snug. Unfortunately, it does cover up that engine artwork, but it kind of provides a little shaker hood, which is honestly kind of a unique feature, which I'm kind of excited to see during the animation process. So if you don't already, be sure you have your post notifications turned on so you don't miss the upcoming video, because I'm going to do my best to try and get this thing finished at this point. I'm also going to work on a new animation or intro for my YouTube channel so I can have the moose do the call to action. Speaking of which, remember to like, comment, share with your friends, and perhaps consider subscribing if you're new. Anyway, that's enough from me. Till next time, take it easy.